Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is all about one of the most sought after, one of the most beautiful, most popular, most cheapest, if there's a word like that, lens for most filmmakers. And I've been using this lens for about 2 months now, and I'm over impressed with the stuff that I get out of this lens, and I can't but recommend this lens to you guys. And the lens I'm talking about, as you can see on the thumbnail, is the Helios 44M-2 lens. So this lens is a 58mm and it's f2. I can't talk about this lens enough. I'm sure you would have seen a video or two on YouTube talking about this lens. This lens is very popular, and like you, if you've seen a video about this lens before, I've been there before. I've seen tons of video about this lens, and I felt like, oh, this thing is not expensive, let me try it out, and let me get one and start using it on my camera and see what difference it makes to most of my videos. And I went on eBay, bought one for just £40, £39.99, and for what I get from this lens, that is so small. So I paid £40, bought a converter, because this lens came with the M42 mount, which is original lens mount that I came with. So this is not a real version, this is just as it was when it was built. So these are old, like very old vintage lens. I think some people know how to read the number so that they know the year which it was built, but I don't know. But so I got the converter. So I actually got two converters. I got one for the SONY E mount, and I got one for my BLACKMAGIC Hell mount. So I've been using that on my BLACKMAGIC. So the video I made recently for how to film weddings with the BLACKMAGIC, I actually used the Helios lens to shoot everything with the BLACKMAGIC. And for my SONY as well, I've been using this lens with the FX6. And also in the videos that I've been showing so far, I used that with the FX6. And as you can see, the effect and the quality that this lens actually has, the characteristics is just so beautiful. And the build quality is another level. It's made of, I think, metal. Is very solid and very strong. And the fact that it's so small, if you want to put your camera on a gimbal, this is the lens to use. Apart from the fact that it's manual focusing. So if I take out these step rings and the filter in front, is very small. So this is the whole lens, very small. Like, if you see the height of my hands, this is so small, really small lens. And this is not the real version, like I said. If you want the real version, like the one from Iron Glass, I think those ones are pretty expensive. This is just a cheap one on eBay. If you want to buy it, I will advise, if you want to try it out yourself, just buy one of these cheap ones first before you get the Iron Glass one or the other versions of the real ones. So actually it has some flaws, but for what I get from this lens, I don't really see any flaw with it, because it's just so beautiful that I paid £40 and I can get this kind of quality of a small lens like this. So it has this effect that is very popular with this lens. That's the swirly effect. So on the edges of your frame, you have this curve feel. The bokeh looks a little bit over, not like a straight or normal circle bokeh, just like when you have anamorphic lens. And the effect that the anamorphic lens gives you is very similar to what this lens gives. And for £40 you get anamorphic kind of quality, not like really anamorphic, but you get something very close, and you get swirly effect, that curve and bend on the edge of the frame. It's quite sharp at the center of the frame, but though at the extreme end is very soft, especially if you are shooting on f2. So this lens goes down to f2. So if you are doing something that low, it might be very flat at the end, but in the center of the frame is always very sharp. And if you want the anamorphic one, you can get a rehoused version that has the anamorphic effect inbuilt, or you want your particular lens mount. So there are some, it will just be like £80 or £70 on eBay. But beware, whichever one you are buying, just make sure it doesn't have any fungus or any defect before purchasing it, because this is an old lens, very old lens. I don't know how they check the year and stuff, but I know it's very, very old. So I've been using it and I really enjoy it. If you actually want to see, or if you want to try it out yourself, I think it's a worthy investment. For £40, you might get 30, 35, you might get it for 45 or 50. I don't think that's too much, and you just buy an adapter for maybe £20. It's a manual focusing lens, so that's another thing you need to be aware of. But that's not the end of the world. All the same, you get that beautiful effect. It's not a lens that you have on for all of your projects, definitely not. But most of the time, when you want to get like a very special effect, or you want to get something very unique from what you've been getting, this is the lens to get. And that's all I actually have to say today. I just want to like share with you guys. I've heard about it before, and now I've used it and I'm actually impressed. And if you have heard about it before, you are just hearing about it and you want to try something new, you have the budget for maybe 40 or 50 pounds, this is the lens to try out, and I'm very sure you won't be disappointed. And that's all actually. And thank you all for watching. Please, if you do enjoy my content, please do where to like it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I really appreciate you doing that. And I will see you guys in the next video.